In America, would you dare to drive drunk? Maybe only those who are already drunk would have the guts. But what if you were right in front of the patrol officers and firefighters? Would you still dare? Well, this guy did. And when he realized the officer was someone he knew, he became even more fearless. Fire Captain Matt, a man of integrity, witnessed the whole scene. He told the officer about the empty liquor bottles in the drunk driver's car, but before he could finish, a noise from afar grabbed his attention. Without a second thought, Matt immediately joined the rescue team. A father and son were trapped inside the car. Fortunately, the fire department arrived just in time and rescued them from the brink of death. When Matt turned around, he was shocked to find the culprit had disappeared. The officer said the perpetrator felt unwell and had been sent to the hospital. But to Matt's disbelief, the liquor bottles in the car had vanished too. Matt assumed the officer had taken them as evidence, but the officer told him to look behind. That man was not only the drunk driver's father, but also the police chief, Hank. Few in the Chicago Police Department dared to mess with him. Matt was at a loss for words. He looked at the accident scene, the father and son whose lives hung in the balance, and then back at Chief Hank's smug face. At that moment, Matt made a bold decision. He privately sought out his girlfriend's brother, a detective, to investigate the matter. But even the detective looked troubled upon hearing Chief Hank's name. Hank wielded great power in the department. No one dared to provoke him. Plus, his behavior was outrageous, and he didn't care about his reputation. Still, the righteous detective was very willing to do Matt this favor. Soon after, a colleague mentioned Hank had donated a TV to the fire department. The unsuspecting firefighters were thrilled, of course, but Matt angrily ordered them to return it. The fire chief sensed something was off, so he called the detective and laid out the whole story. The problem was, none of the eyewitnesses at the scene were willing to testify. No one wanted to go against a police chief. The detective also advised Matt to let it go, saying similar situations happened every day, and Matt just happened to encounter one. Matt didn't respond right away. Later, in his incident report, Matt wrote that the driver at fault was visibly drunk, had alcohol on his breath, and there were empty cans on the passenger seat. The chief felt Matt had made the right call. That's how a fire department lieutenant should act. But Matt's troubles quickly followed. Hank personally sought him out. After chatting for a bit, Matt learned Hank had handled plenty of his son's messes before. If his son went in again, he'd get at least 10 years. Hank implied if Matt could revise the report, he'd owe Matt favors in the future. But Matt insisted he wouldn't.